There's a black tie ribbon cutting through the plains, and a restless wind whispering my name. I've been running hard since I was 17, chasing things that disappear like a dream. The desert knows the secrets that I hide, the miles I've buried deep inside. And every town I leave behind feels a little less like mine. The sun goes down, the shadows rise, but freedom still burns in my eyes. I'm breathing devil's dust tonight underneath these neon lights. The road keeps calling wild and rough, and I just can't get enough. I've traded comfort for the sky and 100 reasons why I'm still rolling devil's dust. A worn-out jukebox played a mournful tune as whiskey danced beneath the moon. The bartender said, "Boy, slow down." I said, "That ain't how I'm wired now." I've loved and lost along the way, watched good things slowly fade away, but every scar across my skin reminds me where I've been. Some men settle, some men roam, some never really find a home. I'm breathing devil's dust tonight underneath these neon lights. The road keeps calling wild and rough, and I just can't get enough. I've traded comfort for the sky and 100 reasons why I'm still rolling through the rust. Breathing devil's dust. If heaven's waiting down the line, it'll have to wait its turn, 'cause these wheels still need the highway, and this heart still needs to burn. Stars above my life, the road's the only thing I've known since I first struck out alone. And when they write my story down, don't say I ever gave up ground, just say I wrote because I must. Breathing devil's dust. Devil's dust. Open road, ride on. that town before first light, with a full tank and a restless mind. The radio crackled through the static air, like it knew I wasn't going anywhere. The rear view held 1,000 mistakes, every promise I couldn't make, but the road ahead was wide and clear, and that's all that mattered here. Some men chase gold, some chase fame. I've been chasing something without a name. It's a long way to nowhere, but I'm taking my time, watching the sun fall beyond the county line. Every mile feels like freedom, every mile feels right. It's a long way to nowhere, and I'm riding tonight. The desert stretched beneath the stars, like a sea of scars. A lonely coyote called my name, or maybe I was just going insane. I stopped at a diner near the state line, had black coffee and a little time. The waitress smiled and said, "Take care." I said, "I'm heading nowhere," and somehow that felt enough for a man built from dust. It's a long way to nowhere, but I'm taking my time, watching the sun fall beyond the county line. Every mile feels like freedom, every mile feels right. It's a long way to nowhere, and I'm riding tonight. Maybe nowhere's where I belong, maybe nowhere's been home all along. A place where the road never ends, and the horizon's your only friend. It's a long way to nowhere, and the stars are shining bright. The world keeps getting smaller in my headlights tonight. Every mile tells a story, every mile keeps me alive. It's a long way to nowhere, and that's exactly why I ride. Nowhere feels like home tonight. Crossed another county line with nothing but time on my side. My old boots carried miles of pain through endless sun and pouring rain. But every road I've left behind still lingers somewhere in my mind. Some things fade and drift away, but some things never change. Dust never dies. It rides the wind across the sky. It settles deep inside your soul and follows everywhere you go. The years roll by like tumbleweeds beneath the night, but freedom's fire still survives, 'cause dust never dies. An old gas station stood alone, like a king without a throne. The paint was peeling from the walls, but it still answered highway calls. I met a drifter passing through who said, "Son, I've been where you've been too." Then he smiled and tipped his hat and disappeared beyond the tracks. Every legend leaves a trace, no matter time or place. Dust never dies. It rides the wind across the sky. It settles deep inside your soul and follows everywhere you go. The years roll by like tumbleweeds beneath the night, but freedom's fire still survives, 'cause dust never dies. When my final sunset comes and my riding days are done, scatter my ashes down the road where wild hearts still roam. Dust never dies. It lives in every sacrifice, in every dream that won't let go, and every outlaw soul. The stars still shine above these highways every night, and long after I'm gone from sight, dust never dies. Dust never dies. Ride forever. across the state line at 3:30 with a restless heart and a tank on E. The radio hummed an old sad tune while the desert slept beneath the moon. I made mistakes I can't erase, still see their shadows in every place, but the road keeps whispering my name like an old friend calling through the rain. I've been lost more times than found, still these wheels keep rolling south on the broken halo highway where the sinners and saints collide. I've been searching for redemption with the devil riding by my side. Every mile tells a story, every scar reminds me why I'm still riding down the broken halo highway beneath these endless skies. Saw a church standing all alone, like a memory carved in stone. The preacher waved as I drove past, like he knew I wasn't built to last. There's a photograph above my dash, a reminder of a love gone bad. Some nights I swear I hear her voice, but the road don't leave much choice. You can't change what you've become, but you can keep moving on the broken halo highway where the sinners and saints collide. I've been searching for redemption with the devil riding by my side. Every mile tells a story, every scar reminds me why I'm still riding down the broken halo highway beneath these endless skies. If heaven's somewhere down the line, I'll find it when it's my time. Until then, I'll keep chasing on with this outlaw heart I've worn. On the broken halo highway where the lost souls learn to fly, I've been carrying all my burdens underneath the western sky. Every mile feels a little lighter, every sunset feels alive. I'm still riding down the broken halo highway till the day I say goodbye. Broken halo, broken dreams, still rolling I watch the sun sink behind the ridge, like a match burning at the edge of every dream I left behind, every wrong turn, every county line. The engine growl beneath my seat, keeping time with my heartbeat. Another night, another town, another place I won't stick around. The road don't care who you used to be, it only asks if you're still free. There's ashes on the highway, blowing through the night, pieces of old memories disappearing out of sight. The past is just smoke in the wind, and I ain't going back again. There's ashes on the highway, and freedom in the sky. Motel stood all alone, like a king without a throne. The vacancy sign flickered red, like the ghost inside my head. I poured a drink and watched the rain dance across the window pane. Some things heal and some things fade, some things never leave your name. The years go fast, the miles go slow. That's just the way the drifters go. There's ashes on the highway, blowing through the night, pieces of old memories disappearing out of sight. The past is just smoke in the wind, and I ain't going back again. There's ashes on the highway, and freedom in the sky. If tomorrow never finds me, let the desert sing my song. Tell them I was still believing when the road kept rolling on. There's ashes on the highway, floating toward the dawn. Every mistake I've ever made is finally moving on. The stars are fading slowly now, the sunlight fills my eyes. There's ashes on the highway, and freedom in the sky. Ashes on the highway, right on. The tank ain't full, but it'll get me there. Another faded town in the rearview glare. I've been chasing horizons my whole damn life, through broken promises and endless nights. The desert sun burns holes in the sky, like the memories I never left behind. 1,000 miles from where I began, still trying to be a better man. Every road I've ever known has led me farther from home. Just one more mile west, one more sunset left, one more chance to outrun the pain before the darkness calls my name. These old wheels still turn, and there's still a fire that burns somewhere beyond this loneliness. There's one more mile west. The waitress poured another cup, said, "Boy, when's enough enough?" I smiled and looked beyond the glass at all the years that slipped so fast. The jukebox played a country tune while shadows danced beneath the moon. And for a moment I almost stayed, but outlaws weren't built that way. The highway's been my closest friend since I can remember, when just one more mile west, one more sunset left, one more chance to outrun the pain before the darkness calls my name. These old wheels still turn, and there's still a fire The red horizons burn low beyond the places we used to know. A steel horse roaring through the dust, running on faith and a little luck. The desert wind cuts through my coat like every word she never wrote. But the road keeps pulling me ahead toward the dreams I haven't met. The sun goes down, the engines rise, another chance beneath these skies. We're riders of the red horizon, chasing sunsets till they're gone. With gasoline in our veins and outlaw hearts still beating strong. No chains can hold us down, no storm can make us turn around. We're riders of the red horizon, still rolling on. Past an old church on Highway 9, its shadow stretching through the pines. An eagle circled overhead like a blessing for the restless dead. The radio played a country song about where broken souls belong. I sang along with every line like the road had read my mind. Some roads fade into the night, some roads become your life. We're riders of the red horizon, chasing sunsets till they're gone. With gasoline in our veins and outlaw hearts still beating strong. No chains can hold us down, no storm can make us turn around. We're riders of the red horizon, still rolling on. One day these wheels will finally rest, but not hustle with a tank half full, the hard way down like an iron mule. The sky was dark, the wind was mean, like every bad thing I'd ever seen. I lived behind another mistake, a trail of promises I couldn't make. But the highway hummed beneath my wheels like it knew exactly how I feel. You can't outrun yesterday, but you can keep it miles away. On Thunder Road Redemption, I'm chasing down the light, leaving all my demons somewhere in the night. The storm keeps rolling with me, but I ain't backing down. On Thunder Road Redemption, I'm heaven bound somehow. The rain came down like falling lead, as old regrets filled up my head. A truck stop sign glowed through the dark like a lighthouse for a broken heart. A stranger said, "Son, what's your plan?" I said, "Just trying to be a better man." He laughed and raised his coffee cup, said, "Keep driving, don't give up. Sometimes faith is hard to find, but the road can clear your mind." On Thunder Road Redemption, I'm chasing down the light, leaving all my demons somewhere in the night. The storm keeps rolling with me, but I ain't backing down. On Thunder Road Redemption, I'm heaven bound somehow. Every scar upon my soul, every mile I've ever rode, led me to this very place. Still searching for a little grace. On Thunder Road Redemption, the sunrise breaks the sky, and for the first time in forever, I feel alive inside. The storm is finally fading as the desert turns to gold. On Thunder Road Redemption, I found a road back home. Thunder Road Redemption, right on. from the west tonight. Black clouds hide in the moonlight. I pull my collar against the rain, trying to outrun an old man's name. Every town knows the things I've done, the fights I've lost, the roads I've run. But no matter how far I go, the past always seems to know. You can bury secrets deep in the ground, but sooner or later they come around. The devil wears my name everywhere I go, whispering through the darkness like a wind I used to know. But I keep riding onward through the thunder and the flame, trying to outrun the shadow. The devil wears my name. A neon cross lit up the rain outside a church beside the train. The preacher said, "Son, what's your sin?" I laughed and said, "Where should I begin?" He smiled like he'd heard it before from 1,000 souls walking through that door. Then he said, "The road ain't your curse. Sometimes it's what saves you first. The night grows cold, the sky turns black, but I ain't looking back." The devil wears my name everywhere I go, whispering through the darkness like a wind I used to know. But I keep riding onward through the thunder and the flame, trying to outrun the shadow. The devil wears my name. Maybe redemption ain't a place, maybe it's learning to face every mistake and every scar, and still becoming who you are. Survive too many roads. The storm is finally breaking and the dawn begins to claim a man who kept on riding, though the devil wore his name. The devil wears my name, but not my soul. Trail of smoke behind, 100 sins and county lines. The sheriff knew my name too well, but freedom's worth a little hell. Got my daddy's jacket on my back, in a full moon riding the black. This old engine still runs strong, even when everything goes wrong. Every mile feels like redemption, every turn another confession. There's a devil in the rear view, trying to drag me back again. But these tires keep on burning, through the dust and through the wind. I've been running from the shadows since I was 17, with a devil in the rear view and freedom in my dreams. Stop for gas in Abilene, the same old bars and broken scenes. A girl said, "Boy, where you headed now?" I said, "Anywhere they won't tie me down." The jukebox played a worn-out song about the place where hearts belong. But some of us were born to roam and never really find a home. Every scar tells a story, every road leads toward glory. There's a devil in the rear view, trying to drag me back again. But these tires keep on burning, through the dust and through the wind. I've been running from the shadows since I was 17, with the devil in the rear view and freedom in my dreams. If I fall beneath these wheels someday, don't cry for me, don't pray. Just let the highway sing my name and carry on the flame. There's a devil in the rear view, but he's smaller every mile, and the sunrise on the horizon makes the soul outlaw smile.